Hi, this is Bruce at www.fighterkitecentral.com, and we're going to continue with the building of our first fighter kite using this video technique. We already have our template cut out from the last session we had, and we'll start with that. As a work surface, you can use a cutting mat or any piece of smooth cardboard or newspaper spread out, but you will need to cut it. I use a single edge razor blade. You can use a X-Acto knife, works fine. There's one thing you will need, and that is what is called a plastic photo corner. A lot of companies that make them. They're available in most scrapbook and types departments in various stores like Target, or any craft store like Michael's would probably have it as well. They're inexpensive. They come in a roll, a whole bunch of them in a roll. They come in different colors. These are clear. This is going to be very important in our kite making, although we only need a couple of them. You'll also need, I use a metallic pen to write on the carbon fiber itself. You'll need a carbon fiber rod, 0.05 inch diameter. It'll be, however long you buy it, it'll be, you only need 22-inch length for the kite. Need a bamboo spine, or if not bamboo, some other material that you want to use for a spine. And you should shape it however you want. I've already shaped this one, similar to the video on shaping a bamboo spine. You'll need some tape. I use regular Scotch tape and or packing tape. And I also use either a double-sided tape, which you can buy at the office supply department in most stores, or a place like Office Depot. Or you can also use, you need some contact cement or other similar glue. You'll also need a couple of drops of super glue. This is really, I think I bought this at Walmart for about $1 for 4 tubes of this. It lasts forever. And for the bridle, you'll need a little bit of line. I use Dacron fishing line. It's about 16 pound or 12 pound, 10 pound, or heavy like a button thread, some strong, fairly small diameter thread for the bridle. I also use, in making the kite, I use masking tape to hold down the material and keep the template correctly positioned. Now, the template is obviously only half of the kite, and that's one of the ways that we're able to keep the kite extremely symmetrical, which is a benefit. To take whatever material you're going to use for the skin, I'm going to use this polyfilm, and it's kind of slippery, so I use the masking tape to help hold it. You could use paper. You could use Orcon or other fabric. This is very inexpensive and easy to work with, relatively speaking. This one has silver on one side, blue on the other. I'm going to use blue as the outside, so I'm going to fold it so that there's a crease, and I'm going to locate the kite pattern, the 17 and quarter inch spine line, right on the fold. So this spine line will become our center for the kite. And what I do is, to help me cut this out, is I put a piece of masking tape on my cutting surface and on the mat, and also on the film that I'm using in a couple of places to help hold it in place. Then I generally, on the straight lines, use a straight edge to help guide me, but you don't have to. You can just use the edge of the template, and then I just use a razor blade or a X-Acto knife. And it's important to make one straight cut without any stopping of the blade, if you can possibly do that. And the reason is that it eliminates the nicks that would be in the material if you were to start and stop it. And what happens is the material tears easily once a nick is started, and you just want to avoid that if you can, because when it's flying you want the kite to stay whole for a fairly long period of time. So I just go ahead and cut out the kite, and on the curved portion I just do it freehand. This isn't rocket science, and if it's slightly off one place or another, the kite's going to fly just fine. It's not essential that it be perfect. Otherwise, if it were, I wouldn't be able to make a fighter kite, because unlike a lot of kite makers who are extremely careful about being exact, I have found that exactness is good, definitely better, but you don't need it to make a kite that flies well. So now we've cut out the kite skin, and now we're going to begin the process of building the kite. The first thing we do is open up the skin, and we have the whole kite. Put this way so you'll see what it looks like. And just to give you an idea how we're going to do this, this is the spine. I'm going to put the spine in here, and the bow will go here. First thing we do is we reposition the pattern directly on the back, the silver side is now the back side of the kite, so that the spine line of the pattern is on the fold, and the other perimeters look about right. And I take my felt tip marker and I mark this area, and I do the same thing on the other side. And I'm just using the notch that we cut in it earlier to give me access to the kite skin under the pattern. Now the other thing we can do is measure the location of our batten if we want to. These I just draw again on the kite skin. I mark up 5 3/4 on each side, and I draw them in so that if I do want to put them in, they're ready to go. I just do like we did on the template, aim it here and draw a line. The line can be any length. I usually make the battens between 4.5 and 5 inches long. So that's ready to go.